Hey y'all, hey! Welcome to the video Love Bugs. It is your host, Queen's Reactions, and we are back, y'all, for another Peach McIntyre reaction video. Peach McIntyre is live on Instagram, as you can see, and we are gonna watch it and react to it. Y'all smack that likety like button. We gonna get in it.
On my way to six figures. Thanks to you. Appreciate the free game you share. Keep helping our people. Well, damn, make a video about it, man. Help me get some more business. Help me get some more business, big dog. Nothing on her face or skin, just clear. Oh, yeah, I don't wear makeup, guys. Like, this is all of me. And my eye always black like that. That's just permanent. You can go anywhere you want to go. Across the globe. Thank y'all for shopping with me. I appreciate y'all. You have taken care of these birds. I ain't did nothing to them. I ain't put no grease in my hair or nothing. It's just, I done left them be. I just started following you. I love you so much, girl. You funny and real. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Shop my website, peachmcIntyre.com. Also, I still have room in my classes. My 5 a.m. class, it's $55.55. We have 16 days remaining in that class. It's from tomorrow morning all the way until February 4th. My evening classes, we have 12 sessions left. You can still get in for $39. Text me 813-797-1396. I really don't do nothing special to my skin. The same rag I bathe my coochie with, I bathe my face with. I'm a one rag shorty. I am a one rag shorty. I don't burn the rag. I don't use a separate rag for my face. I wash my whole body with the same rag. I keep using the same rag for about 3 to 4 days before I get another rag. I'm old school. Maybe that's why. Maybe it's Makuta cat being on my face. It works for my husband. I'm being definitely serious. Why did you unfollow Rodway? Do Rodway follow me? I was just in my feelings. I unfollowed everybody I was following on TikTok except like certain people who content I really, really love. Like I gotta see their content every day. Or people who are like celebrities and they follow me and I follow them back. Kind of thing. Other than that, baby, everybody had to motherfucking go. I was going through some things. Y'all ever been going through some things? You like, I gotta clean up what I messed up. That's how I felt. I said, this nigga don't follow me back. He ain't never repost none of my damn video. Fuck him. Fuck Rodway. And I unfollowed him. That's what I did. Shay Money, why you ain't been coming to class? Last night class was actually good. We ain't had no drama. Preach, you do not care what you say. That's why I love you. I just be being honest. Y'all know this new generation, they use like 15 different skincare products. They bathe with 3 different rags. They change their rag every day. I need a new rag every day. See, this is new folk. Well, I'm from, bitch, you was lucky you had a wash rag. You better cherish that motherfucker. That's what the fuck the soap for. You rinse it off, like you wash your body, you wash your cooter cat, your ass, everything with this rag, your face, everything. And then you rinse it out with water. And then you put the soap back on it and you lather it up and then you rinse that bitch out with water. It's back clean. Just like washing it in a washing machine. And then you hang it up, you fold it up, take it in your room, whatever you got to do with it, you put it away. The next day, you use the same motherfucking rag. These new age people, they wonder why their skin breaking out and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. Maybe you need to use the same washcloth. Keep it old school. Did you see that man living in a storage unit? No, I did not. Dang, that's true. Y'all all be forgetting where y'all come from, be being so bougie. So bougie. Everybody's so bougie. That man don't give a fuck that I unfollow him. I still follow him on Instagram. I just unfollow him on TikTok. Hang it up and it's going to be crunchy. Or you can fold it up. You fold it up. My rags don't be crunchy, though. You ain't doing it right. You wasn't rinsing all the product out. If you wash your rag out with all the water and like squeeze it, it ain't gonna be crunchy. It wouldn't be crunchy. It'll be like a fresh new rag. You wasn't doing it right. You definitely need a new rag. It's probably some other things you ain't doing right. I'm not gonna hold you. I use 2 washcloths, one for my coochie, one for my face and body. I use soap. My thing is this. I can already tell the girls with the bad coochie. You put your coochie on a nigga whole face. Do your nigga have a face full of bumps? If your coochie is good enough to sit on his face, it's good enough to put on your face. Okay? Babies come out of coochie.
Say it
and
again.
Babies have pretty flawless skin. They come out of
Say it
coochie.
again.
If it's good enough for babies to come out and not have bumps all over their skin and face, it's good enough for your face. You don't need multiple rags. That's the fucking problem.
Yep.
Maybe it's something wrong with y'all coochie. Go get your coochie fixed first, and then bathe your body with the same rag, and your skin will look like mine. I'm gonna sum it up. Exactly. I said the same thing, but I still don't use the same rag for my face. I use sponges for my face. So I'm just telling y'all what I did. Y'all asking me how I get this kind of skin. I'm just being honest with y'all. Maybe it's genetics. But bitch, I really do bathe with one rag. I'm a one rag shawty. I keep the rag for 3 to 4 days before I change it. I'm a one rag shawty. And I got a bunch of washcloths. If y'all know me, y'all know I buy nothing but white towels, white washcloths. That's all I use. So when I get out, even when I'm bathing, I see the dirt on the rag. I keep bathing until I don't see, the dirt on the rag. If you just keep scratching, you always gonna get something off. But yeah, so maybe that's what it is. Maybe a white washcloth and then use one. Use one. I'm being y'all think I'm joking. I'm being dead serious. Every time they ask me that, I tell them that. Rags. The cheap ones from Walmart, not them big hotel ones. Bitch, you get the cheap ones from Walmart. Feel like you're getting cuts on your skin. Y'all know how they say you need the sugar scrub and all that shit. No, bitch, you need a cheap washcloth, wash rag from Walmart. The ones that you used to get for like $2.98, $3.98. Now they high as fuck. Them rags only get white. Stop using all them colored towels and colored washcloth. White. Oh, okay. Because I like to use bleach on my towels so white it is. I get mine from Sam's Club. I get my white towels from Sam's Club, but I get my rags from Walmart, the cheap rags. I'm going to go in there and show y'all. I'm going to do y'all a whole little skincare routine. Okay? I'll do a video. 6 kids with them, so you know that would good. Them rags will be like, that's what the fuck y'all need. That ain't a sugar scrub, ain't nothing but fucking sandpaper filling. See, y'all so bougie. Y'all so bougie. Y'all keep doing it right. Let me go live on TikTok so we can have this conversation over there too. Might as well. All right, let me go live. That's how I was finna go. I didn't know we was gonna be talking about this. Let me take off my green screen. Because every time I use my green screen, they be with the mess. All right, there we go. Effects. I hate how bougie everybody is. So, how they be telling y'all need to exfoliate your face, exfoliate even if you get waxes. I don't get waxes. I don't like getting my coochie waxed. What we on? Secret with one rag, my whole body, including my coochie and my ass. With one rag. And I use that same rag on my face. All right. And then I keep that same rag for like 3 days. I grew up in the motherfucking projects. You was lucky to have a fucking rag because the parents was so motherfucking irresponsible. Them hoes was buying weed, cigarettes, selling food stamps, fucking going to the club and not buying washcloths and towels. So, bitch, we had to make it work. And I love them cheap rags from, I'm telling y'all this, and y'all, I got to use 2 rags. Well, bitch, you the one with the bad skin asking me for skincare advice. Oh, I can't use them. They feel like sandpaper, bitch. That's why you got all them blackheads and stuff. Even in between your thighs, I'm fat and the thighs, my inner thighs aren't black. Because I use me a fucking white washcloth, a rag from Walmart, and I get in there and I scrub them fucking blackheads, bitch. You need to scrub it. You can also make you some cream with some baking soda and lemon juice, and then put it on your thighs and then scrub it, exfoliate, bitch. And then you could probably have skin clear skin. I don't know if it's gonna work for you, but if you've never tried it before, go try it. If babies can come out of your coochie and they be all right, skin be clear, so can you. Put a rag on your coochie and still wipe your face. If you could sit your coochie on that man's face and he don't have any bumps afterwards, then you could wash your own coochie and still wash your face. It makes complete sense. But y'all so grossed out. It's your coochie. If that grosses you out, you need to go get your coochie checked. Maybe it's something wrong with your coochie. And once you do that, then you can go ahead and, Y'all asking me for the skincare advice. I told y'all I don't do nothing. That's literally all I do. Literally all I do. All the ladies, have y'all ever used the little thing you push in there that's supposed to clean it and never have? But no, we don't be using no damn Yanni ball. Some of them might. I don't stick shit like that in my coochie. I've never used a tampon. I don't even know how to use a tampon at my big age. I'm 34. I don't even know how to open a tampon because we didn't grow up that way. We get whooped. You be like, Mom, can I have some tampons? Trying to be like your white friends, Ashley, Samantha, Maritza. Maritza said, I should get some tampon. Your mama want to beat your motherfucking out of town. Who? So I still don't know how to open up a tampon, and I'm 34 years old. I don't know how to use it. I don't even know how to open it. It's quite sad. I did once, didn't purge shit. Suppositories is what it's called. All right. Anyways, I've never used a Yanni ball. Never. Tampons hurt. Wow, that is shocking. Why is that shocking? I'm black. I'm going to do videos about this. Things that I might do. I'm a black girl. So, of course, I don't know how to use black girl. I'm going to do some of those kind of black girl things. The things we weren't taught. How y'all feel about antibiotic soup down? I don't know what the fuck that is. I already know it's something wrong with your coochie. You won't beige your face with the same rag that you beige your coochie with. You think that is weird and gross. And now you talking about an antibiotic soup in your coochie is fucked up, girl. Go get you some diflucan. Go get you some antibiotics and some.
Oh my God. Lord, Lord,
And start
Lord.
over. Just start over. Drink you a lot of this. A lot of water. A lot of this. You want to start your coochie over? You could, back in the day, they started their coochie over with a douche. A douche ain't nothing but vinegar and water. Now they tell you don't do that because you kill a good bacteria too. But you could go ahead and douche if you want to. Or you can get you some antibiotics. It's going to kill the good and bad bacteria. It's going to do the same shit a douche do. And when that good bacteria die, you're going to be itching like a motherfucker. You're going to have a yeast infection. So when you do antibiotics, always do diflucan with it, which is going to get rid of yeast infection. Now we got a clean slate. We got a fresh, brand new coochie. If you do some vinegar with it, bitch, your coochie going to be tight. They call it a tune-up in a bottle. All the old school hoes know my mama was an old school hoe. She hung out with old school niggas. I learned a lot growing up real young, okay? And I learned quick. So you can go ahead and put you some little vinegar in there too. And then, boom, you in a whole new coochie. Start over. This time, treat it right. Go ahead and drink your water. Don't be eating too much sugar, bitch. Drink your water. Drink your water. Drink your water. Your coochie should smell like water. It shouldn't smell like pee. It shouldn't smell like crabs or fish. It should smell like, what is this? It don't got no scent. Oh my God, it's magic. That's how your coochie's supposed to smell. If you having an issue where you have a vaginal odor, get you some fucking antibiotics. Take them for the full 7 days, bitch. I don't care if the odor go away on day 3. Take it for the full 7th day. Around the 5th day, bitch, go ahead and pop your diflucan and get you too. After the 5th day, you done your antibiotics. On the 7th day, go ahead. On the 7th, no odor, no BV, none of that bullshit. And you ain't got no yeast infection. You got a brand new coochie. Take care of her, okay? I've had a lot of experience with my coochie. I'm not one of those women that say, oh, I've never had a yeast infection. I've never had a this. Bitch, I done had some things, okay? I'm not going to take care of my coochie. I talk to doctors about it. All right, anyways. Is this on repeat? You probably will get it. This is the conversation. Like, this is what I'm saying. The stuff that we need to talk about collectively as women, y'all be so grossed out about it. Y'all be so, ooh, bitch, it's your coochie. Like, what? This is the kind of stuff y'all don't diflucan. What is James? You a man? You don't know. But if you was a man with a woman, then you would know. Like women get yeast infections sometimes. Y'all know I was yeasty queen. Every time I get pregnant, I get yeast infections. Y'all got to call your doctor. That's the antibiotic she's talking about. So it's for yeast infections. The regular antibiotics to just like get rid of stuff. You know, you normally have to take them for 7 days. What everybody do, they take. You know, you normally have to take them for 7 days. What everybody do, they take it for the first 2 to 3 days. They feel better, they stop taking them. I bet you y'all hoes got antibiotics in y'all house right now from probably 5 years ago. Nobody ever finish them. You need to finish them the whole way through. Diflucan, go ahead. It's going to kill the good bacteria, but that's what the fuck the antibiotics do too. That's why you're going to take the Diflucan. Brand new coochie. You're welcome. They were selling Dush in a motherfucking bottle to our mamas, grandmamas, great-grandmamas for years. And then all of a sudden they said, oh, it's bad. Them hoes had been using them coochie tighten up bottles forever. Y'all going over here having vaginal surgery. Bitch, put you some vinegar in your bath water. Go about your business. All right. Anyways. We're having grown women conversation. Hey, Monique. I didn't plan on coming on here for this. Antibiotics usually trigger yeast infection, hence why you take the Diflucan in the process. Correct. And you don't get you one, you get you two. Y'all really should get 3. Every bitch right here on this live with a coochie. Y'all should all have antibiotics, and y'all should always have some Diflucan in the stash. You shouldn't even have to go to the doctor no more for that. Like, that's just your normal. Bitch, call your doctor on Monday morning and ask her, hey, can I get me a prescription for some antibiotics and a Diflucan? You don't even got to go and visit. And you keep that on deck just in case. All right. Peach, you had the bang yang on that pic. Yes. So that's when I did my real estate. I was gonna say mug shot, my real estate headshot. I did that picture in 2015 in my living room. Wood took this picture. We never knew it would be so famous. I've been seeing it in all the stores. Dishing gives yeast infections. No, I'm good. No, dishing does not give yeast infections. That's not true. That's some shit they told us. They say dishing kills the good and bad bacteria, but all dish is vinegar and water. That's literally all it is. Your mama did it. Your great grandma did it. They did it for years. And then science came out and said, oh, this is bad. Now, with the healthcare industry, if you read a lot or watch a lot of videos, you know them bitches is trifling anyways. That's no difference than how they studied the black mammies, black women who delivered babies. They studied the black mammies and stuff. And once they studied them, they went ahead and they start making all these videos saying, oh, these women are disgusting. They're unsanitary. Stop letting black women deliver your babies. Stop going to these midwives, letting them deliver your babies. Come to the hospital. After they taught them motherfuckers how to have babies, these people could touch your neck and tell you, oh, you're pregnant. They could feel the baby heartbeat and your heartbeat with just your neck. My grandma used to do that. My great grandma. So like I know about this kind of stuff. Then they got into society and they put out all these ad campaigns telling you that it was horrible. Don't let them deliver your baby. Go to the hospital. And the hospital went and made millions. Same thing with dishing. You ever had a yeast infection and it was just itching so bad and you go take you a bath with vinegar and water and you feel good? That shit worked. The doctor gonna tell you not to do it. It's killing good and bad bacteria, which is true, but that's the same thing antibiotics do. It's gonna soothe it, get you some Diflucan to heal it, and you can't take too many Diflucans because then your body becomes immune to it and the shit don't work anymore, okay? I'm not telling any of y'all to this. Just go take you a tub bath, put either some baking soda in that bitch or you put you some vinegar in that bitch. Your coochie gonna be tight. You're gonna be back good. You done took your antibiotics, so you know you ain't got nothing going on, and you're gonna take you a Diflucan, so you know you don't got no yeast infection. Boom, bitch, you done. You're done. You're good. Coochie good. Coochie fresh and ready to go. All right. So, yes, I do know I got 7 kids. And I'm not one of those people that pretend. And I had these conversations with other women. Okay. I could call a cousin right now and be like, bitch, can I have some Diflucan? And she got it. Like, it's not gross. It's like, yeah, come get it. Come get it. I know a woman right now, if I be like, man, I need some antibiotics, she got it. Y'all grown women, y'all should have this kind of stuff. Y'all should have this stuff, all right? What else I was gonna tell y'all? So back to what I was saying. I'm not saying Dush, But that's all the dish was. And if it worked for our parents, their parents, the parents before them for years, the shit still worked. No difference than brushing your teeth with baking soda. No difference than let me think of another one that we've been tricked about. Okay, I got another one with breastfeeding. So y'all know they came out with a campaign saying like breastfeeding was gross. People knew breastfeeding was so beneficial that they used to hire black women, because we make the best milk, black women to come breastfeed their white babies. And then they did a smear campaign. Same thing with narcissistic family members, how they'll smear your name and tell everybody you're a liar and make you look crazy. Anytime a person got a lot of sense, people like to make them look crazy. You know, that kind of thing. They'll do a smear campaign. They went out and did an ad for Carnation's milk. And they was like, don't feed your baby breast milk. It's dirty. It's unhealthy. Nobody else should be breastfeeding your baby. Give them Carnation's milk. And people literally used to go and get their kids Carnation's milk. Black moms start thinking like breastfeeding is low. That means you poor. I wouldn't dare breastfeed, right? When white people got back hip, like, no, we should be breastfeeding. It's more beneficial to breastfeed. And they're doing it. The black culture still was refusing. They think that it's low class, it's dumb, that was for slaves, and it had like a negative connotation to it. Versus now, if you get educated, you know that you should breastfeed. Breast is best. A fed baby is cool, but bitch, breast is best still. Breast is best. We know that to be a fact now. But they tricked us into thinking that that was dumb. That was for people of lower societal standards. And we're going to give you some free milk for your baby, so you don't give your baby that. But we'll come to the hospital. Did y'all see that lawsuit? For those of you who don't know, I like to read. But I think it was in Chicago. It was a lawsuit where this company came and was asking black moms for their breast milk, and they would pay their bills and shit. So instead of giving the milk to their black babies, they was pumping breast milk, giving it to a white company. They got sued for that. They're in the hospital with new moms. Instead of saying breastfeed your baby, they're saying give us your breast milk. And then they take your breast milk and then they go sell it and make all this money off of your dumb ass, your ignorance, your lack of knowledge. And then you get around your friends, they're like, oh, I wouldn't dare breastfeed. Oh, breastfeed, I wouldn't dare. That shit hurt. I wouldn't dare. You gotta change your environment. You can learn these things. All right. Wow, that's sad but true. See, y'all don't know. Y'all hoes don't read. I act ignorant as fuck, but please remember it's an act. Bitch, y'all gotta read. Y'all gotta read some books. Y'all need to be in my group. That's what I came on here to promote. So back to what I came here for. Y'all need to come to my mindset group, mindset and content. That is every day. We got 12 days remaining from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You pay me $39 just one time, and you could come for the remaining 12 days. My 5 a.m. class right here, Wake Up with Peach at 5 a.m. We're doing it for 21 days straight. Today was day 6. I was late, but we still did the class and got through it, no problems. I stayed on for an extra 32 minutes. So we was on there for an hour. 37 minutes, an hour and 37 minutes. It's $55.55 to come. That class will end February 4th. I love to read. Good job, Tammy. And Tammy, I've been seeing your content. I showed Wood your videos yesterday. I was like, I think this girl is doing great. You know, she's been watching my videos and like mimicking my success. I love it for her. He was like, oh, that's Tammy. I know her. She used to beat up everybody in Springs when she came over there. I'm happy you ain't beating people up no more, but that's how Wood remembered you. I breastfed my son until he was 2.6, 2 years, 6 months. I never was opposed to breastfeeding. I just chose not. Different strokes for different folks. But why did you choose not to, Kiki? Let's be honest. Let's tell the whole truth. Why did you choose not to give your baby the best start in life? Science proves that it's the best start. If it hurts, you're not doing it right. So schedule an appointment with the lactation specialist. Yeah. So for those of you who are struggling to breastfeed, you have to make sure the baby got a good latch and no tongue tie. Even with tongue tie, the baby can still breastfeed, but sometimes babies have tongue tie and it goes undiagnosed. So what you'll do is you'll put your breast on the baby's nose. They'll go, when they open, you just stuff your breast. I breastfed all 7 of my children. Phenomenal is my only child that's getting like a lot of supplement with formula, and it's been challenging, but I still nurse him. Did that lady ever contact you? No, she hasn't came back to class. I just want to join Peach to get some knowledge. Text me if y'all want to join 813-797-1396. Breast milk makes them so smart. It does. Yes, Tammy, I've been seeing your page. You're doing good. Peach talking at 1.5. Damn, slow down, mamas. I talk fast. You need to learn fast. And I ain't even talking as fast as I could talk, but I'm a fast learner. Like, that's how my brain, I be juggling like a bunch of stuff at once. That's why I keep telling y'all. Some of y'all elevators don't go to the penthouse. Mine go to the penthouse. They pick on me all day, trying to call me stupid and belittle me. And my elevator really go to the penthouse. I think on a whole nother level than them. Because I was sick on certain medications and my doctor told me I probably should use formula so I don't pass it to the baby. Okay, so you couldn't breastfeed due to health reasons. Let's go with you being honest. You couldn't breastfeed due to health reasons. It's okay. Be honest about it. I'll text you like 5 times. You can't text me. Hey, for those of you who want to text me, my number is 813. Everybody drop it in the chat for me. 813-797-1396. 813-797-1396. I'm a new mom. I'm terrified of breastfeeding. Why? It don't hurt. Breastfeeding only hurts in the beginning, but with your first child, you're not going to feed it. You're not going to feel it. What happens when you breastfeed is your uterus contracts. So your uterus was just big. And now, because the way God made our body, when we breastfeed, we have contractions to make the uterus go back small. It's like, okay, we had a baby. Let's wrap this up. Let's heal ourselves. That's what your body is basically doing, healing itself. So that contracts. So your uterus was just big. And now, because the way God made our body, when we breastfeed, we have contractions to make the uterus go back small. It's like, okay, we had a baby. Let's wrap this up. Let's heal ourselves. That's what your body is basically doing, healing itself. So that part hurts. In the beginning, though, you're not going to feel it because it's your first baby. Unless you had a bunch of abortions, you might feel it. But if it's your first real birth, your real pregnancy, you're not going to feel it. I'll say your third child, you'll feel it more because your uterus keep being stretched out. Now I got to do extra work. So the contractions, thank you guys for dropping my number. The contractions are heavier the more kids you have. And that's still an easy thing. You just pop a Tylenol. Do that for like 3 days. You pop a Tylenol during your breastfeeding for like between those hours, and you're not going to feel it. The Tylenol is going to work, just regular Tylenol. After 3 days, that feeling kind of goes away and you're back in it. Breastfeeding is beautiful if done right. You don't get a period. So typically, most of my life, I haven't had periods because I had my first baby at 18. I didn't get a period until 12. Got my first baby. I got pregnant at 17, had him at 18, so I didn't have a period from 17 to 18. I breastfed him exclusively, so I didn't have a period after that for about 2 years, no period, because I was breastfeeding consistently, exclusively. Your body, for most women who do it right, your body automatically don't have periods when you're breastfeeding because it knows, like, I have to take care of a child. It automatically works as birth control. If you do it right, if you're a consistent breastfeeder and you're putting in a lot of time, your body automatically does not have periods. The next time, like, it start to see like, oh, the baby is around you less and less. Maybe the baby is eating food and they're starting to breastfeed less. Then you get a period naturally. And typically, if I'm not on birth control, I haven't been on birth control in years. What'll happen is I'll get a period. So I know I'm ovulating now, even though you can't ovulate while breastfeeding. For me, it never has happened when I'm exclusively breastfeeding like I'm supposed to. I have a period, I'm ovulating, I have relations with my husband, I get pregnant, and boom, we're pregnant. No period again. The next one after that, boom. That's how all my last 5 children are 2 years apart. My last 5, definitely 2 years. McIntyre is 6. I'm sorry, McIntyre is 8. Gorgeous is 6. Amazing Life is 4. Wonderful is 2. Phenomenal is 7 months. 2 years apart. No birth control. Just my body doing what it's supposed to do. If you don't breastfeed, typically for y'all who don't breastfeed, what happens is you have your baby. When I have a baby, I bleed for 1 to 3 days. After the 3rd day, I don't bleed anymore for like a year or 2 years. When y'all don't do this, you have a baby, you bleed. Then after that, you have a period if you don't get on birth control like Depo. And then after that, you're back having a cycle every month. You're back regular because you're not breastfeeding. Your body know you can handle another child, basically. That's what your body is saying. Your body is saying, oh, I'm ready for another baby. I can handle this. My phone just overheated on TikTok. Do you find out that after a C-section, your hormones are out of whack a little more than vaginal? For me, I don't think it's the having a C-section making my hormones out of whack. It may be, but it was like the experience was completely different. So I didn't feel like I had a baby. So most likely that answer probably is yes. I never thought about it that way from a hormonal level, but I know like my body don't feel like I ever had a baby. Phenomenal. It don't feel like it. My milk didn't come in as normal. I'm trying to trick my body into thinking we had a kid, but my body like, no, this is not how we have a kid. We didn't have a kid. So it was very challenging as well as with the stress. Even getting attached to the baby. For those of you who've always had C-sections, that's going to be normal. But for us moms who immediately who have babies and immediately are able to breastfeed them, and that's something we like, and we do the skin to skin, our body go to work. When you do that skin to skin, it's like, ooh, I gotta produce this milk. It's natural. It's a natural feeling versus when you don't get to hold your baby for days. Already like stress, the emotions are different. So I guess it would play into your question. So yes. No, I had a C-section, you would be fine. The hormones are the same. I was still able to breastfeed until my son was 1. That's awesome. For me, completely different experience. I don't know if it was more hormonal or if it was more mental, but for me, it was completely different. It was challenging to have that connection when you can't hold a baby for 8 days. It was challenging for me to, for my body to know like we had a baby. We didn't feel like it. We still don't feel like we had a baby. I think that's one way I'm able to keep going like I've never had a baby because I don't feel like it. I don't feel like I pushed out a baby. Your milk supply like that because you probably was off and on breastfeeding. Yeah, it was the stress from it all. But anyways, any other questions for me? I swear I felt everything that last one. The last one was a scare. I would never have another baby just because I had a C-section. Even though I know VBACs are more important. Y'all, my phone overheated on TikTok. Let me end this live. All right. Let me see. All right. Comments. All right. When is my next class tonight? When you gonna add me to the group? Did you request to join by January 9th? Because that was the deadline to join my groups. How do you keep up with scheduling content? I don't schedule any content. Why is VBAC so important? For me personally, I wouldn't just want to keep having C-sections, me personally. And I know some doctors back in the day, they didn't want to do VBACs. Now it's becoming more like they're willing to do them. But I wouldn't want to keep getting my body cut open to deliver a child. That's just me personally. Nothing wrong if that's something you do. I know moms that done had 5 C-sections. That's the only way they've ever delivered. Moms that had 3. For me, 1 was enough. I'm scary. I don't want another one. It wasn't as bad as I thought. Mentally, it was hard because they kept telling me I can't get up, like forcing me to stay in bed for 18 hours when I'm used to having a baby, go to take a shower after I had a baby, probably like 30 minutes after I give birth. I go take a bath. Then I'll be up walking around like normal. For those of you who seen me have wonderful, y'all seen like I just be on go. I be done wash my hair, come back outside. I'd be like, I ain't never have a baby even then. But this experience was different. Like them just happened having you sit there. The pooping wasn't hard for me. I poop like normal and all that stuff. I just feel like it's still a major surgery. I don't want to put myself in that position where I got to keep doing it. I'm done having kids. 7 is enough for me, more than enough. Um, and the possibility of having another experience like that, I don't want it. What's the group name? Oh, you don't even know the group name, so you can't join. If you guys are trying to buy my classes for tonight, it's $39. Text me 813-797-1396. I got my phone in front of me. I need to charge it. People are texting me. No. Everybody keep wanting to do an interview with me. I'm not interested in doing interviews with anybody. I keep telling people that. That's not my thing. I'm not interested. I don't care if you offer me 3,000, 10,000. I'm not interested. Let me text y'all back. Nobody loves me like you. I heard they trick moms into C-sections because it's faster. Maybe, but I know my last delivery, it was like vital because my baby wasn't moving, and they had me in a C-section in less than 10 minutes. And I was like, I'm not somebody that take medicine. Hey, Stephanie with the good energy. I'm not someone who take medicine. So it was like when they was giving me the stuff to make me go to sleep, I wasn't going to sleep. I was like, what you finna do with that? What you got? They was like, she's still alert. Count to three again. I'm like, 1, 2, 3. And next thing I know, I wake up and I'm like, am I dead? Did I die? And the lady was like, no, you're not dead. Why would you think? I was like, oh my God, I thought I was going to die. But my baby. And they said, he has a head full of hair. I say he because I really didn't know the gender. Oh my God, I was crying. And I'm like, well, where is he? Where is he? She was like, oh, he's fine. He's with the doctors. He's doing great. So I'm thinking, it was like, we'll have you in recovery soon. Your husband is waiting on you. So I'm like, oh, everything's all good. Baby, when they get me in fucking recovery, like in my regular room, they come in there and tell me my baby ain't doing well. They don't know if he gonna make it. He done had to be resuscitated twice. He fighting for. I lose my shit. I'm like, why the fuck that bitch lied? Like, why y'all ain't been telling me that? But then later on, a nurse said that they do that to keep you calm, so you won't panic at the surgery. If they tell you bad news, you might panic and all this other stuff. So they did it when I was in like a stable, calm state. But I thought I was gonna die. I had a dream before that I died during childbirth, so I definitely don't want to have another baby. I done had 3 more kids since that dream. Bitch, I'm done. That was too scary. Hey, and treasures, thank you. All right. Let me respond to these text messages. Body to body, skin to skin. I'm never gonna love like this. That song is so in my head. I can't get my chat to move. There we go. Hey y'all. Let me save her number. Shop my website, peachmcintyre.com. Come to my mindset class. All that jazz. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm sending everybody these books. All right. All right. Perfect. I responded to everybody. To those of you who keep texting me for money, I'm blocking y'all number. I ain't got no damn money. Y'all see how I'm up here hustling for me and my children. That lady got 7 kids. Stop texting my fucking phone about y'all babies. Get out there and hustle. Join the class. Go spend $1 on my website. It's $1.24. Learn to do what I do. Can't when texting is it for only business? Yes, only if you want to do business with me. If you ask me questions like about regular shit, I ignore you. If you keep on, I block you. Like I just don't even do that. In my class, though, you can ask me questions. It's a mindset and content. So as long as it's surrounding those things, like maybe something fucking with you mentally, we could talk about it. And if I know something or anybody in the group will pour into you. If it's a content creator question, you could pay to come to my class. It's a live class. You'll be able to ask questions. We could talk about it as long as it's relevant to the group. If it's something with your goals, then you want to come to my 5 a.m. class. That class is $55. I'm gonna do me a TikTok battle in a little bit. Hey Peach, passwords aren't working for the social media bundle. If the password don't work, it's because you bought the bundle that expired January 9th. You would need to repurchase. PeachMcIntyre.com. It's on sale for $1.24. What's up? Any other questions for me? Who want to join my class? Text me. I got my phone right here. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. My goal gonna be like 10 new students every day. I wanted to reach 100 in my morning class, but now I don't even want 100 people in it. I'm perfect with what we got. But my night class could reach 100. All right, I just purchased it yesterday. So it works. Those password works, no problem. Make sure you're copying and pasting them exactly how you see it. My question is, why do they say what? Why did you unfollow Rod on TikTok? I just was mad. I unfollowed a lot of people. One of my content creator friends blocked me. He was like, bitch, you unfollowed me. And before I could respond, he blocked me. I don't care. It didn't fit my narrative, like what I currently want to see. Rod Wave don't be on TikTok anyways, but I felt like I did something like, I did. What time do you do your night class? 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hell, you ain't gonna add them. Add who? He ain't got no song with me. He don't follow me. He don't repost my videos. Forget him. That's how I felt. Right now on TikTok, I only follow 37 people. That's it. Just 37. So Rod Wave is not one of them. Thank you. I still follow him on Instagram though, y'all. Oh, I got questions down here. Okay. How many hours of sleep do you get? Typically between 2 and 4 hours. That'd be enough for me. Every now and again my body might crash and I need more rest. And I'll take a nap or I'll sleep longer on those days. Go to sleep faster. I don't know you, but I love your energy. Thank you. Paid for your group yesterday. You paid for my mindset group? Like my groups I teach live, my classes? I thought you was talking about my Facebook groups. So if you paid for my Facebook groups, no, you didn't because they're not on sale. Nobody could get in my Facebook groups right now. April 16th. Wow, how do you function? I only get 4 to 6. I be tired. My dreams are bigger than me needing sleep. So whatever goal I'm after, I'm one of those people that's goal driven. So if you paid me for my class yesterday, did you text me? My phone literally right here. Did you text me before you paid? And then after you paid, did you text me the screenshot, like the instructions I said with your name? You are my inspiration. I'm going through so much, but watching you helps me get through. I'm happy to hear that. That's one of my purpose. When I make content, I want to educate, entertain, and elevate. So if somebody is sad, I want them to watch my video and be like, oh, she got through this? Oh, okay. If she got through this, I could get through it. And you keep going. That's my goal with one of my content goals. Another one of my goals when you watch my videos for you to be educated, whether I'm educating you how to fix your credit, how to improve yourself, how to shop with your food stamps, how to BOGO with your WIC, whatever. You're gonna learn something about it. I'm about to try again. Okay. Both of my children's birthdays April 16th, 15 years apart from each other. That's amazing. Me and my son's birthday is April 16th as well. McIntyre. We share the same birthday. Oh, thank you, Ashley. I appreciate that. Thank you, maybe I appreciate that. I really do. But my phone literally in my hand, 813-797-1396. I gotta go live on YouTube today too. Ain't nobody text me. Y'all call me, I don't answer calls. When people call me, I just delete them. When people leave me voice message, I just delete them. Somebody sent me a voice text after I said that. I just deleted it. I don't listen to that shit. I try hard to not let people get in my head because it could happen. I love how your son is so different. You raising him right off beat. I love how he is so different. Thank you. I just support him. So I believe like when it comes to raising kids, your job as a parent is to guide them and support them. So if they don't want to do something that you want them to do, it's okay. They're their own human. They're on their own life journey. You are supposed to just support them. My son told me he's not going to college and he want to homeschool. He want to drop out of school. Like, I don't like school. And I said, okay, we're going to homeschool. You put him out of school the next day, let him come home, let him do what he wanted to do. He had my full support. Then he got bored and he said, Mom, I want to go back to school. Now he said, Mom, I think I'm ready to visit some colleges. Okay, you got my support, my full support, and I'm going to do it. So whatever my kids want to do, and that's just not for Gregory McKay, that's for each one of my children. Whatever they want to do, my goal as their parent is to support and guide them as long as it's legal and it's ethical. I also don't know what the fuck I'm doing, so I don't act like I'm always right. I let my kids know, I'm sorry. I apologize. I fucked up with that. I let them know that I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like some things they ask me, I be like, to be honest, I don't know the answer to that question. Honestly, you could believe what you want. Don't nobody know the answer to that question. All that, if is God real? My kids ask me stuff like that. I tell them, I'm not sure if God is real. Just being honest with you. You can believe in whatever you want. There's different kind of religions out there, and I'll explain the different types, and you could pick, and that's okay. I don't know. I choose to believe in God. I know that there's a higher power, but for everybody, it looks different. Also, everybody's God is different. Somebody could say they believe in God, but you don't know what God they really believe in. They're just saying, I believe in God. Their God could be the God of war. Their God could be the God of lust, the God of money. You don't know who the fuck they believe in for real. It's the mask. People will wear masks like that. So I teach my children that. I want them to know like the mental shit of the mental part of life, not just we just talked about this. What Love always say, how to cook, how to clean, how to act for a man, like the little basic shit that your parents teach you. I'm teaching my children the mental part of life. So like Gregory McKay is sharp. A bitch tried to hurt my feelings and it did not. I ate that hoe up on YouTube. She was like, Gregory is going to grow up and be rich and move away from you because you're a bad mom and this. And I said, if my child grow up and move away from me, I would be happy for him. See, moms who are securing their parents, period. If you're a good parent, you know that your job was to bring up the child so that when the child leaves, they won't depart from the way that you brought them up. These black narcissistic ass mamas, they don't want their children to leave because they ain't teach them shit. They just want to control them. They want to tear them down to make themselves feel better about themselves. They don't want their kids to be better than them. Real parents know that you're supposed to give them certain values, teach them certain life lessons. So when they do grow up and go away like they're supposed to with your love, your support, and your guidance, that you have instilled certain lessons in them. So when a lesson come up, it's not shocking. They're like, my mama told me this. It's in their memory bank. We keep telling them about it over and over again. So when it does come up, the child is already prepared. Our parents didn't prepare us for the real world. Them motherfuckers still not prepared. They not. They don't know what the fuck they doing still to this day. And I'm always gonna refer to low income government assistant getting bitches. I'm always gonna refer back to them because they did the most fucked up job. They did the most fucked up job. When you had no daddies, they chose poor men. They kept having more babies with more men, causing so much trauma, kept making bad decisions, and kept blaming everybody else but them. They never held themselves accountable. They still don't hold themselves accountable as adults. They say, well, I did the best I can. I ain't apologizing for shit. She a liar, shit like that. When they fucked us over, you ain't teach us nothing. You ain't teach us coping skills. So now we're adults, but we're adults with no knowledge. We got to read the books. We got to pay the mentors if you want. Or you could just say it's life. I always argue with my husband about that. I will never say it's just life. If it's just life, then that means I don't give a fuck and I'm going to let my children just go through life and getting taught shit the hard way that I done already learned. It's not just life. They're not going to live like me. They're going to be better than me. They're going to have my support and guidance in whatever they want to do, as long as it is legal and ethical. And that's what I teach them. Like my kids know, like my big no, like this is a no, we don't do that. But all this other shit is okay. It's okay. I only got like 4 big no's. Other than that, all this other shit is okay. Any questions for me? I'm trying to scroll. There we go. But I think that's where a lot of parents fail. We don't teach the mindset portion. So your kids out here, they ain't prepared for shit. Life start happening, they don't know nothing. I'm trying to get this braid. It was aggravating me. Yes, I agree. I always put myself in their shoes. I ain't trying to raise any kids that have to heal from childhood trauma. So for me, I know like my kids have experienced things that could be traumatic. But I feel like what makes the trauma worse is when you don't know that it's trauma. Like we didn't hear that word growing up. Nobody said trauma, trauma. That's trauma. That's post traumatic stress disorder. That's PTSD. Nobody told us this kind of stuff, right? We're learning this in adulthood. But as a parent, I know my children are going to have less trauma because we already talk about it. When it's not talked about and you don't know how to navigate, that's when it's really traumatic. But we talk about it now. My kids are allowed to call me a liar. My kids could tell me I hurt their feelings. They could tell me I'm an ain't shit mom. I'm being a sorry mom. They could gather me. I'm absolutely okay with it. And I could tell them why I'm behaving a certain way. I could tell them I disagree with something they said because of X, Y, and Z. They're getting to feel like why my mama is a human, why she operate the way she operate. They're learning that in life. I buy my oldest son books, like books that I'm reading. I'll make him read them. Give me a book report. Go read this. I want you to know this. Make him watch certain videos. Go watch this video. I want you to know this. How did that make you feel? We talk about that kind of stuff. I don't want to raise a son that don't know how to communicate his emotions. I don't want to raise no hard son. I want a son that is emotional, but not like a female, but emotional still. When we was in a car yesterday, it was either yesterday or the day before yesterday, I said something to McKay and he seemed like he caught an attitude with me, right? And I was like, so what, you mad? Like, I snapped. What, you mad? And he was like, what? I'm not mad. I'm thinking. And I said, you what? He was like, I'm thinking about what you said so I can decide how I want to respond. And I was like, I'm sorry. I need to do that. I need to work on thinking before I respond. Thank you for that. And he gave himself some moments and then he came back with the conversation. And I was like, I'm so proud that that is who my son is. Somebody who can think before he speaks. Because where I'm from, we don't think, bitch, we go. So when he gave me that lesson, because you can learn from anybody, I learned so much from my children. God know that that's who I value the most. When I be like, I don't give a fuck about how none of y'all feel about me. Sometimes I really mean it. I don't give a fuck, but how my kids feel about me, for me, it matters, especially while they're still children. It matters to me. So when he said that, I put that down in my notes. I've been carrying around like my journal. This is my notes. I put all my class notes, my daily notes in this. I put that down like peaches. You need to start thinking before you respond. Be intentional. The word of January is intentional, intentionality in everything we do. So I love that about him. I know I always tell my son, like, um, it scares me that he's such a good kid because I was such a good kid and then I grew up and I became a bad kid. But I didn't. Now I realize like I didn't become a bad kid. I recognized that my parents fucked me over and it made me angry. I lost respect for them. They didn't teach me shit. They tried me, you know. So with my kids, I'm just trying to not try them. I'm trying to like be honest with them about how the world works, be honest with them about my human nature, my flaws, and not act like, oh, because I said so. They don't know shit. They ask mommy why. Because I said so. Because I'm the parent, bitch can't tell you why. These bitches can't even tell you what part the pork chop comes from. Like they can't tell you shit. They don't know nothing. And anytime you challenge them wanting to know why, because I said so, I'm grown. You could be making poor decisions and your kids could say, why do you keep doing that? Mommy, why do you keep going to the casino and gambling all your money when you know it keep putting you in a financial bind? And I could be like, because I'm grown and it's my motherfucking money. And just snap, right? But instead, I really sit down and I think of the why and I tell them the way it make me feel. I love the possibility of winning more money, even though I could lose it all. I love the fact that I can go in there and socialize with other people, but I don't got to be their friend. I never see them again after that. I don't give a fuck. I love the fact that I could go to all the restaurants. Like I could tell them that. And then my kids will look at me and say, but you could make more money on your own. Or, mom, there's other restaurants you could just go to, blah, blah, blah. Like they have real conversations. They have real thoughts. So I love that. They say this is a parenting class at this point. I love parenting. I love intentional parenting. I always wanted to be a good parent. And I feel like I had fucked up parents. The older I get with my children, the more challenges I face with them, the more I realize them people fucked me up and fucked me over. They didn't equip me with a lot of things, and their parents in return didn't equip them, but they didn't go seek outside counsel. So I just seek outside counsel. I got a book right here that I'm reading. I try not to tell y'all what books I'm reading, but I done shared this book already. This is the book I'm reading. It says, Becoming the Parent Your Kids Deserve. Grow up. Who you are as a parent is way more important than how you parent. As much as we try to be good parents, we're screwed before we even have our first kid. It's time to overhaul the perfect parent model, and we've constructed in our heads a mythical being cobbled together from our own childhoods, our parents, cultural ideals, social media, and everything in between. Stop blaming the past and start taking action to become the person who parents from a place of love, forgiveness, and integrity. Ooh, you know how many of our parents ain't got no motherfucking integrity? Let's look up the definition of integrity. Let's see if you got some. Because if you don't, I remember I went to a parenting class and it wasn't for CPS. It was a volunteer parenting class. I'm about to do me another one. Integrity. Can't spell it. Integrity. Integrity. Degrit. All right. Integrity. The quality of being honest and having strong moral principles, moral uprightness, honesty, uprightness, the state of being whole and undivided, unity, unification, wholeness. So many of our parents do not have integrity. So many of us were taught from childhood to be dishonest. We've seen our parents lie to the Section 8 people, saying no man living in the house, they ain't got no job, they're working under the table. We seen so many of our parents continue to get food stamps even though they didn't need them, lying like a motherfucker. We seen our parents get food stamps and sell them. We were raised to be dishonest. So many of y'all be in my comments still to this day saying, oh, I don't care how much money I got, I'ma keep getting food stamps. Y'all don't have any integrity. Sometimes I lack integrity. If you want your kids to have integrity, you have it. So I went to a parenting class before, and they was asking me like, what do you want for your kids? Who do you want your kids to be? Let me get off Wi-Fi. Who do you want your kids to be? Write down everything. We could do that right now as an exercise. Since y'all talking about we in a parenting class, let's do it. I want to take off my effects. Hold on. None. There we go. So let's do it. I was just sharing with them the book I'm reading. Y'all know the book I'm reading about parenting right now. Becoming the parent your kids deserve grow up. Right? So let's do an exercise. I did this years ago and it made me cry because I realized how fucked up I was. I have a pen. Make sure you have pens and notepads everywhere. So let's go ahead and work on this exercise. Everybody get a pen and a paper. I was trying to make y'all stand up. Here we go. So everybody get a pen and paper. I'm going to give y'all a moment to gather a pen and paper. And we're going to talk about parenting. Let me make me a section of my book that I don't need. So this exercise I did years ago, I still go back to it when I need to. And right now, I want everybody to write down, what do you want your kids to have as far as like their morals and values and what kind of people you want your kids to be. Let's go ahead and write those down. I'm going to give y'all like 3 minutes. Current time is 12:07. Let me write mine down. I got y'all pen and paper. So we're going to come back and talk about it at 12:10. I'm going to still stay on live. I'm just going to do my list, so y'all do your list. What are we writing down? Just came in. For you, those of you who came in, Monique, we are writing down what kind of skills we want our kids to possess, who we want our kids to be, what core values do we want our children to have. All right. So I'm already starting. These are like our parenting things. What do we want our children to have? I got 3 minutes. Well, now only 2 minutes left. Write it down. As many things as you could think of. Things you want them to do. Characteristics you want them to have. Write it down. All right, Peach Patch. So current time is 12:10. Now we're all gonna get into the list that we made. Feel free to share one, two, or all of the things you wrote. So for those of you who are just joining, y'all like, what the hell going on? We're talking about becoming better parents, right? A lot of us had parents who didn't teach us anything besides the basics in life, like cooking, cleaning, things like that. They didn't teach us how to cope or anything. They didn't teach us self-preservation, self-love, any of those things. So we just took a moment to write down. We took 3 minutes real fast, and we want to do this activity fast so you don't got to think too long. You know what you want for your children. If you don't, then I need you to figure that out. So I want y'all to share with me, what did you write? For those of you who could do this exercise, what did you write? What type of kids do you want to have? What core values you want your kids to have? And I'm looking, I'm done. Fathers to their children, I want them to work, have successful businesses, stable before I leave this earth, God fearing. Okay, Daisy want her kids to be God fearing. You want them to be confident, self sufficient. I love that. Independent, God fearing, stability, self love, happiness. Okay. Kind. Okay. Instagram, y'all got more for me while I'm looking. Loyal. Define loyalty. Make sure you know what that looks like. Love themselves. I love this. Let me read this one. I want my daughter to know self worth, believe in herself, have empathy, compassion, respect others, continue to be business minded. I want good work ethic, smart, kind, and honest and true to themselves, understanding. So, for everything that you put, now I want you to take a minute and ask yourself, do you possess those things on the list? I'm gonna read my list to y'all. I want my kids to be honest. I want them to be confident. I want them to love themselves. I want them to be goal getters. I want them to know how to provide for themselves, be independent, not codependent. So my list is similar to y'all's. I want them to know how to keep going no matter what comes their way, no matter what adversity, the thing that I teach. I want them to travel, and I want them to travel solo. I want them to all be great readers. I want them to know the power of books. I want them to know their purpose. Now, out of everything I listed, do I possess those things? Do I currently do those things? You have to answer those and be honest with yourself, because if you don't know how to do this, unfortunately, your kids won't know. When I took that parenting class, it was so many things that I wanted for my kids that I didn't have. I didn't have self-love. I wasn't confident. I wasn't living honestly. I didn't travel. I wasn't reading the books. It was so much stuff that I wasn't doing. So when I made this list and I was honest with myself, I started crying. When it got back to me, it was easy to list like what I wanted for my kids. But when they start reading the statistics that kids parent how they were parented. So whatever they see you doing, they're gonna mimic. You know how like you cuss a lot, your baby might be like, bitch, 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 bitch. It's because they see you doing it. You see how you keep your room messy and then you keep yelling at your kid, why your room messy? I cleaned this room up yesterday. This room shouldn't be messy. It's because they keep seeing you have your room messy. If it's good enough for mama, it's good enough for me. So you have to change these things. Everything that you want to give your kids, everything you wrote down, you have to give them that. For those of you who say what I always say as well, I want my kids to be better than me. You got to make sure you're showing them better. If you don't show them better, how can they be better than you? If you all they know, if you didn't connect them to better, if you didn't put them in a better environment, if you don't have them watching better television, how are they going to be better than what they know? You're all they got. They're modeling your behaviors, right? So I don't know if this is emotional for y'all. It's not as emotional as it was when I first did it for me, because I started working on these things. The only thing I need to really work on this list is I need to travel more, and I need to do more solo travel, because that's my desire for my kids. I want that to be normal to them. Like going places is normal. That ain't shit. I don't want them to be excited when a nigga say to my daughter, "Oh, let me take you on the flight. Let me fly you out." She like, "Nigga, please." Like that's her normal. I want my kids to be able to travel the world by themselves and feel safe and learn about different cultures. But that's something I don't do currently. So in order for me to give that gift to my children, because all of these are gifts from your parents, in order for me to give that to them, I have to do it too. So then they can mirror mommy's behavior. They'll know like this is their normal. We got Stephanie with the good Nikki listening in. She said, yes, we are children's first teachers. Exactly. Even when it comes to being great readers. For those of you who've been watching my content, I keep saying, I'm trying to be a better version of myself. I want to read to my kids every night. First of all, my little babies, daycare require us to read to them every night. We must. And they have like a reading log. So if I'm not doing it, I'm failing. My kid is behind. It's not like he's doing his best. It already makes the tone bad. So I really want to start reading to my children every night, which is the reason why we went back to the library. Yes, we have books at home, but I want to start taking them to the library weekly. Maybe read while we're in the library. I'm ready to change. I'm sick of being the version of myself that I currently am. I'm ready to change. I'm starting this year off in January with change. I'm willing to do the work as hard as it is, even when I'm tired. I'm willing to do the work. Are y'all? Man, I so needed this. And it literally starts this way. You like start making lists like this and then you implement it. Being honest. Are you an honest person? I'm very honest. All my children are honest. So I don't get mad at them. Like even when CPS popped up at my kids' school and talked to them and my kids told them the truth, I wasn't upset. Their daddy was mad. He was like, you don't supposed to fucking talk to them. You tell them you ain't talking to them. You don't say shit. And I said, no, I raise honest children. If it's anything going on in our home that shouldn't be going on, it shouldn't be going on. They could tell the whole world, I don't give a fuck. It shouldn't happen. So that's how I want to raise my children. I'm not a what goes on in this house stays in this house. What goes on in this house, if it's bad, it shouldn't have been happening. If it's good, of course we want to tell the world what we're doing well. So I don't mind that. Confident. Am I a confident person? Sometimes I struggle with confidence. I'm in a season in my life where I feel very confident. Even with me being overweight and things like that, I feel very beautiful. I feel very confident. Ask yourself seriously, go through this list. Do I love myself? What does self-love look like? I told y'all we read that earlier when I was live. I'm going to read it again. Self-love looks like, it says self-love is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And you can put your own definition of what self-love looks like to you, but this is what this book says. Self-love is considering your wants and needs and then acting on them. So lately, guys, if y'all been watching me, I've been buying myself shit and not worrying about nobody else. I've been buying me a couple shirts, going to buy me food and just me. Like that for me is self-love. I need that. Going to Disney World by myself to heal my inner child while my kids are at school. My husband let me have that moment. He took them to school. I needed that for me. That was self-love. That's what it looks like for me. Putting in the effort to create a life you truly love rather than settling for unhappiness. What do you want your world to look like? Who do you want to be as a parent, as a significant other, as a person? Who do you want to be in business? I'm tired of cussing bitches out. I keep telling my class that I'm tired of cussing y'all out. I'm finna stop. That's why how y'all say, oh, this is a new type of peaches. Because I'm tired of being the old peaches. Of course, I'm going to still cuss every now and again because I like to cuss. But I'm tired of being on a defense. I'm letting my guard down. Fuck it. Engaging in relationships that lift you up and make you feel fulfilled and nourished. A lot of y'all don't have anybody pouring into your cup. You out here and everybody's just taking away from you, pointing out everything you're doing wrong. It's like you can't do nothing right. You need to get out of them relationships. I don't care if it's your family. I don't care if it's your boyfriend, your girlfriend. You need to get out of that relationship. Your friends, get around people that pour into you, that make you feel better about yourself, great about yourself. When you fucking up, they be honest and tell you, you fucking up. You need to do X, Y, and Z. This an easy fix. You're a giant. This a small thing to a giant. Do X, Y, and Z. You need to get in those type of relationships. Next, taking care of your mental and physical health equally. I got stars all around this motherfucker. I'm going to start this one again because that is something that I'm not doing. I'm doing the mental work. I'm still not doing the physical work. So if this is what equates to self-love and I decide to agree with this definition, because you could choose not to agree with any of this. Your self-love definition could be completely different. But for me, I'm going to agree with this and really start working on my physical health. The next one, not being so hard on yourself all the time. Giving yourself grace to make mistakes and learn from them. Forgiving yourself. That is so important, y'all. I cannot express that enough. For that thing that you did 5 years, 6 weeks, or 3 days ago, you must forgive yourself. If not, you will never move forward. You will always be crying and feeling guilty. Fuck it. Yes, you did it. Forgiving yourself don't mean you didn't do it. And it's other people that's not going to forgive you. That's absolutely okay. They're not required to forgive you. But you are required to forgive you and choose to do better next time. Do not stay stuck in that moment. Next, nurturing your growth and encouraging yourself to blossom by learning new things and trying new experience. Steph, we got to go back to our book. I was just telling them that I'm going to tell my other class to buy it tonight. Do something that scares you. We keep doing the same shit over and over and over again. Some of y'all want to be content creators and y'all scared to spend $1 on my website. The shit is $1. You that scared? And then after you buy it, you make up every excuse not to apply what you learn. Apply what you learn. I don't help over 350,000 people become monetized content creators. Some of y'all want to come to my class and y'all scared to come. Y'all feel like, I don't know about this, peach mouth and this and this. Bitch, come. Do something new. Do something different. Some of y'all want to go out to networking events, but I don't like people. I got go with a positive attitude. Don't come with negative energy. I'm about to start back doing networking events myself. Next, spend time on hobbies you enjoy that are just for yourself and no one else. What do you like to do by yourself? I love to read. That's one of my favorite pastimes. I will literally read all day, not bother anybody. I'm going to start back reading. I just bought me 37 new books. I'm going to read all of them within the next 2 months. Managing your daily life stress instead of just pushing through it. So the difference between managing it will be like you figuring out how to work through it, knowing like what works and what doesn't work, and how to set yourself up for success the next day when you see like, oh, this didn't work. Like I know today I woke up late for my class. But one of the reasons why I woke up late for my AM class, I'm not making an excuse, but it's a valid reason, is because I stayed late in my evening class. So me knowing that, I have to make a plan to manage my life better. My time management skills got to get better. I have to end my class on time or maybe no later than 30 minutes if I stay, not a full hour and 20 minutes. That was way too much. Manage my time better. And then when I do that, I can go ahead and still pour it into my group. See them the next day, they're going to be excited, but still get enough sleep to be on time for my AM class because I need to be on time. That's important. I feel better about myself. Embracing your authentic self, as wild and crazy and shy and quiet as you want to be. So whoever you truly are, like I love country music. I started back listening to country music, not just rap. I love singing and I love just having fun. I'm a fun person. Getting back to who I am, regardless of who got an opinion about it. Fuck all of them. Be who you want to be. If you're quiet and shy and you want to be quiet and shy, be quiet and shy. It's nothing wrong with you being who you are. Redirecting self-destructive thoughts and behaviors to healthy coping skills. If y'all was on my live earlier, y'all heard me talk about when I woke up late, how it started to affect me. When I woke up late this morning for class, I was angry with myself for being late. It was my second day late. I've been doing this class for 6 days, 2 days in a row. I done started being late. I'm pissed off at myself. Like, I'm so upset. I can't even read the book. That's how mad I am. And I said, you know what? I'm a fucking loser. I can't help nobody. I'm dumb as fuck. Who gonna want to learn from you when you late? Like I'm telling myself this while I'm trying to read the book. And I'm stumbling over all my words, right? Thankfully, one of my students was like, Peach, I can read. I was like, I'm so frustrated with myself that I can't even read this book. And she was like, I'll do it. And she did a beautiful job. Shout out to Geo Soul. But that's what the old you would do. We would be negative and have negative self-talk and self-sabotage. Where this is, read more of that book you're trying to read, write more goals out. We have other positive things to do that will impact our life greater than going to the casino. Bitch, don't go. So I'm not at the casino today. Next and final, accepting all aspects of yourself, the good and the bad, and loving yourself anyways, unconditional love. You must learn to love yourself unconditionally. If not, then how will you get to the next level? What would you do? If you keep on, like, anytime you make a mistake, now you hate yourself. Don't do that. Also, choose to make it a moment and not like a lifetime. If you start to apply this, and I know because it works, it worked for me. I've changed my life numerous times. It's not my first time blowing through a bunch of money. I done did it numerous times. It starts when I decide to turn on the light switch and say, enough is enough. Bitch, get up, change. It's time for some major changes. So I'm changing my whole house around. I'm not going to move. I'm changing my whole house around. I made the vow to myself, I'm not moving until I'm moving into my own home that I bought cash. I'm not moving. But I need a change, an environment. So I'm going to change my room. I wrote that down as a goal. I already started working on changing my room. Then I changed my kids' room again. Change your settings. Maybe if you go the same route to work every day, take a new way. I changed my baby daycare. The daycare ain't did nothing to me. It wasn't nothing negative that happened. It's just the other daycare got a spot. I'm like, okay. First we said, oh, it's dated for March something. They called me Friday. They was like, Peaches, he could start on Monday with the rest of the kids, how they normally come. And I'm like, I got nervous. I got scared. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know if I really want to do this. And then I said, no, Peaches, you've been praying for something new. You say you ready to be new. You want God to make you over. Go ahead and take this. You're doing something new and it's a positive experience. Nothing negative happened at the other school. I still love the other daycare. That's why I'm hesitant. But let's go ahead and trust God in this new process. Let's start doing everything new. I'm going to start throwing clothes away. I just started doing that yesterday, like gathering some of my clothes. It got to go. I need new. All right. Any questions for me, Peach Patch? Thank you so much. Monique said, yes. Monique is in my AM class. Now, Monique, you can come to my PM class. The energy is better there. Let me switch these phones out so it won't overheat. Peach, my mindset is fuck off your motivation. Much love. Yeah, if you need help with your mindset, come to my AM class. It's $55 to join. The book you read. And I tell my students, gotta come to class to learn my book that I'm reading. What's the name of the book? Gotta be in my class. Can't tell you everything. Gotta be in my class. How much is the class? My evening class is $39. And we're meeting for those $39. You get to meet in a group session with me and other people for 12 more nights. So we meet 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day in January. Every single day in January. $39. So for $39, 12 visits with me. My AM class is still the same price, $55.55. That class is my favorite. If you're having trouble setting goals and hitting your goals, you want to come to the 5 a.m. class. And when I tell people it's at 5 a.m., they're like, it's at 5 a.m. or my time zone 4 a.m. My time zone is 2 a.m. They still been coming. Even when I was late today. People is up at 2 a.m. waiting on me to come, right? That's why I cannot be late anymore. People up and it's 4 a.m. in Chicago and they're ready to learn and they're energized. I'm talking about up, feeling good about themselves, feeling invincible. But that's what hitting your goals is going to make you feel like. When you start hitting your goals, for the person that asked me earlier, how do you get so little sleep? My goals are so big. And when I start like hitting them, I feel unstoppable. So I keep going. It's always amazing, y'all. It's so worth it. Thank you, Rocky J. Rocky J is in my AM class. She is. When we went over our assignment, she was so detailed today because we do classwork. We do homework and we do classwork. Not everyone has $39 or $55 share the book. Hell no. Nah. Go borrow it. You got nobody you can borrow it from? Can't come. My stuff isn't all for free. And I'm going to tell you why. You're going to value it more when you have to pay for it. And if you value me, you would want to pour into me so I could keep doing this type of work. It wouldn't be like, oh, I just want to sit and learn everything I can from her for free. I want to get the name of the book for free. I'm not going to give her nothing. Her pour into me like I'm pouring into you. Reciprocity is important. In every relationship you have, you need some type of reciprocity. If I'm not getting nothing out the deal, that's crazy. Just because you don't got $39, you don't got nobody you could call for $39 to invest in yourself. If not, then go ahead and go online and look at like what books to read based on blah, blah, blah for free. Spend your own time doing it. But in my class, I tell them, people have to understand they can't get everything for free. This is your job. Exactly. Thank you for understanding. Peach on her shit. Thank you. I feel real good. My class poured into me today. My 5 a.m. I'm telling you, my 5 a.m. class is my favorite. I'll be excited to go in there. Like, I don't want nobody to come in there and shift the energy. That class is fire. We got less people in that bitch, but that class is fire. You wake up and you just like, let's go. Let's go. Like, you realize so much shit you got to give up, so much shit you got to get together. And then you come back the next day and you did it. And you feel good about yourself. You're happier. You come back the next day and you didn't do it. You feel a little bit upset at yourself. But then somebody else in the class encourage you like, man, you got this. You got this. Everything is not free. Exactly. Nothing you sell is high. Don't explain nothing. Thank you, Miss Tiff. My website, I literally sell stuff for $1. I have e-guides right now on sale for $1. I can teach you how to do social media content creation for $1.24. Even if you think about coming to my class, I ain't got my damn calculator, but we got 12 days left. Somebody tell me, if we got 12 days left and you divide 39 into 12, how much are you paying per class if you come to all of them? You can make a TikTok shop, then make new page for the content. So these aren't my books. I wouldn't earn a commission. The book that I did put on sale, only one person bought it. I put a book on sale that I just bought, and I got it in the TikTok shop, and I put it on my page. Only one person bought it, one of my students. Other than that, they say $3.25. You don't think spending an hour a day with me like you're doing right now for free? You don't think spending an hour a day with me and other people on the same wave as you trying to improve their lives and make money from content creation is worth $3.25 a day? I ain't worth that. You can't come up with that. Make a video about it, then link it to the video. Okay, thank you, girl of all things. I'm not gonna do it still. If I know if posted more on my page you would reach the goal I want. I know if I posted more on my page, I would reach the goal I want to reach. You would. And that's why I get homework assignments. My students, I'm telling you, that class was getting on my fucking nerves last night. It was great vibes though. So no complaints for last night. We got a bunch of new students in the group because I lowered the price. That class was $159. And for those of you saying 39, it's people paid $159 to be in there. Got in there complaining. Got in there crossing their arms like this. I said, I want you to do this assignment in 5 minutes. Say like this. Don't even turn the camera off. Let me see. Texting me shit. I ain't doing it, bitch. I got other stuff going on. You being a bitch. You know, like they was so mad at me. But it's like, if you don't do it, if you keep on coming up with excuses, at the end of class, you're going to be in the same position. Meanwhile, other people getting monetized. They getting more views. One of my students last night, I gave him an assignment to do in class. And I say, okay, I got 5 minutes. One of my students, she got 2,000 views on her video in like 3 minutes. She was like, oh my God, Peach, this is the most views I ever got. She in the chat all excited. And imagine if she would have just been like, I ain't doing it. I don't do this shit. In 5 minutes, I ain't doing this shit. She would have had a negative attitude. She chose to step outside of her comfort zone, go do what Peach said do, what she just showed us. And boom, she got 2,000 views in like 2 minutes on her video, the most views she ever got. I wonder how many views she gonna have on it tonight. How did you learn how to do all of these things on your phone? Because I'm so confused, but I really want to change my life. Go shop my website. You don't have to be confused, baby. I'll teach you for $1.24. PeachMcIntyre.com. I literally teach you how to edit from your phone, do thumbnails from your phone, do Facebook, YouTube, TikTok from your phone. $1.24. You can watch those videos until January 31st, 2024 Eastern Standard Time. PeachMcIntyre.com. Link in the bio. Are the braids heavy? Nope, they're not heavy. If y'all watch me, I always put them up and then they like fall down because I don't have a scrunchie, but I always like wrap them up. Does it make sense to join the class right now, though we mishap? Yes, it still makes sense. Guys, $39. One class with me is worth more than $39. Here you're going to get with me 12 sessions if you join today, Peach Batch. It's worth it. One class would be worth it. Even if you only come to one, you would have gotten your money's worth already. I did buy it. You bought my bundle? Awesome. So in the class, it's fast-paced. Somebody just texted me. I'm on my phone, so I can't read it. But they had texted me. They was like, man, this class is fast-paced. I don't know shit. I ain't know about none of this. Can I please still just come and listen? No. I'm like, no. Go buy the bundle. Go watch the bundle. Apply the bundle. Do the work. You still got to do the work. I don't give a fuck that is new. I don't give a fuck that is fast. Do the work. At least try. Don't say, well, can I just come and sit? No, bitch, you can come and do. Do what you're supposed to do. Do you have one-on-ones? I'm going to start back doing one-on-ones. I'm going to start doing one-on-ones next week. I got to send out an email to everybody. Let my regular customers book them first. Will you do another class again? Who knows? Everybody know how I am. It depends on how I feel. Get in this one. It's only $39. Everyone post your videos here. Ho, and I'm finna block you. That's not what we motherfucker do. You won't promote on this page. Block, bye ho. The fuck? I can't stand for the entitlement. Well, we just gonna post our videos and promote in her bitch. This is how I feed my kids. You think you finna tap in on what I built for free? I block hoes for stuff like that. That's disrespectful. Companies pay for promo. You pay for promo. Hey, for Stephanie, I bought your bundle for $1 or something. Followed the guidelines. My first video got 1,900 views. Congratulations. That's awesome. Just starting out. My first video on YouTube, it got 100 views, 150 views. My second YouTube video got 100. And I said, I ain't gonna never be able to do this shit. I quit. This dumbass shit. I had a negative attitude, negative self-talk, and I quit. And then I came back. Everybody that's watching me on Instagram, y'all come over to my TikTok. I'm gonna get on my phone and just like show shit on my phone. So I need this phone. Come to my TikTok. I'm live on TikTok. Peach McIntyre. Leave Instagram. Come to my TikTok. All right. Bye, y'all. All right. Thank y'all. So I'll show y'all like my first YouTube videos. I have no problem showing this stuff for those of you who are interested in content creation. My break took 3 days. So this is my YouTube channel, Peach McIntyre. I have 526,000 subscribers. I have 4,500 videos. If we go to my videos, go back to oldest. You're going to select oldest. If you go to my oldest videos, it's these 2 videos. 4 years ago, I wasn't getting paid. I dropped this video. If you click more, I dropped this video October 10th, 2019. This video was at 100 views. The one right beneath it, this one was at 100 views. I said, man, fuck that. I quit. I dropped these videos like the same day, same time. Let me see what was the date. Hit more. More. October 11th. So they was dropped around the same time in October of 2029. I quit. I said, I suck. I can't do this shit. It's hard. Then I went homeless. I got evicted. I went to a shelter. I stayed at the shelter for about 3 weeks. In the shelter, I seen this other lady doing YouTube. I had already watched moms that were doing YouTube. One mom said she made 30 grand in a month. I said, bitch, I'm finna do this, right? Well, that was after I quit this time. When I came out the shelter, I was like, I'm gonna do YouTube. So I dropped this video, not this one. Shorts, videos. Oh, this is this one. During the pandemic, I came back. I was like, I'm finna do this, right? 3 years ago. That's why I said I've been doing YouTube 3 years. April 6th, 2020, dropped this video. I'm finna do YouTube. I don't watch enough. Beam Squad bought a house. Prince family bought a house. Man, I didn't take it serious then. It was after this. I ended up making 2 videos again. And I said, man, I suck at this shit. I quit. I made them 2 videos. I quit. Then I was like, you know what? I'm coming back and I'm going to stay consistent no matter what happens. And I just started uploading every day. 27 days straight, every day. And then what ends up happening is I end up getting monetized. And I'm uploading 1 to 3 videos. Finally monetized. June 12th, 2020, when I got monetized. I made the decision in May, like I'm finna go hard every day. I'm not gonna stop posting. I'm tired of like complaining about it. Now we have me 3 years later, still fully self-sufficient, making at least 20 G's a month, posting videos online. So I know what it feels like to want to quit. I know what it feels like to be like, man, ain't nobody watching this shit. But I promise y'all, all it takes is 1 video to take off to change everything for you. And then I developed my own strategy. Nobody taught me how to do thumbnails with like 1 video. I had to sit up there and watch a bunch of YouTube videos, learn how to do thumbnails. I had to watch a bunch of, what is it called? YouTube videos to learn about analytics. I had to buy books. I had to do so much shit. And I still didn't learn enough. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But once I started studying analytics, like one of my content creator friends who was in a Facebook group with me that was bigger than me told me, study analytics. He had over 100,000 followers. He said, all y'all go study analytics. And that's what I did. I didn't say what part. I just went and started studying analytics. And baby, I don't watch the videos 100 times. Thank you. My pleasure. Keep watching them. Don't only watch them. Watch, apply, then rewatch. Watch, apply, rewatch. Watch, apply, rewatch. Keep doing that same thing. Shop my website, peachmcintyre.com. How much do you make once on how your videos perform? You can make $1. You can make $100. I'll get paid what's called the click per milli, which is our CPM. I got to put on some chapstick. Hold on. I'm gonna leave. Actually, I'm gonna do a reset and come right back. For all of y'all who text me, how do you book your morning class? Just text me 813-797-1396. That number is also on my website. I'm about to get off of here and respond to everybody's text messages, but it's 813-797-1396. And then I'll come back after I respond. Thank you all for listening to me. Thank you all for participating in the activities that I gave.
Alrighty, love bugs. So Peach McIntyre finally ended her freaking TikTok slash Instagram live and every dang on thing else, y'all. Child, the girl said she wanted to go to the casino, but instead she was gonna go live all day long. Shout out to Peach for doing that. Shout out to y'all for watching the entire video and making it to the end. Y'all smack that likey like button on the way out. I will talk to y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.